If there's a brand that people only wish they could drive, it is Lexus. Lexus is known for its comfort, practicality, and luxury. It's been one of the leading brands when it comes to affordable luxury in all sizes, with most of its cars being SUVs. Now, they have upgraded their lineup, making their cars more modern, and one that has gone through this phase is the Lexus RZ. The 2024 Lexus RZ450e will be a car unlike any other, coming with a hybrid powertrain, an updated design, and nothing but comfort inside. This is like a whole new car from what we know. But what exactly does it have to offer? Let's find out, shall we? Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll be taking a look at the 2024 Lexus RZ450e as we learn what it has to offer. But before we continue, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. And with that, let's learn more about the 2024 Lexus RZ450e. The Toyota Lexus has been quite dominant in the field of hybrid electric cars. However, you would still be surprised to learn that it is still behind the curve when it comes to battery electric vehicles. Having been sidetracked by hydrogen fuel cell and hydrogen combustion projects, the Japanese automaker only started putting more focus on BEVs in 2019. This was after they launched the ENTGA, which was its first dedicated BEV platform. Now, the Lexus RZ is the first ETNGA car that we get here. As much as they're a bit late to join the party, Toyota definitely knows a thing or two about electric motivation. They've mainly adopted what they have done with hybrids and just tweaked it a bit. With this, they've given us the Lexus RZ450e, which is quite the game changer when it comes to this. The moment you see the RZ, there's no way of mistaking it for any other car other than the Lexus. It is exotic, edgy, and stylish, but with a slight twist. If there's one thing that the automaker has done with the new RZ, it is to do away with the wild, oversized spindle grille that was coming with the gasoline models. Now, it has been replaced with a sketched-in grille. There are other styling cues that are similarly abstract, such as the disappearing rear spoiler, and a coupe-like profile that suggests a separate trunk. Even though it's still a bit avant-garde, the RZ is not as overwrought as some recent Lexus models have been. However, there are still those who wish that Lexus went with a more aggressive wheel pattern instead of a generic multi-spoke look on the big 20-inch wheels. When you get to the inside of this rather large car, you get to see that the RZ makes some extensive use of ultra suede on high contact surfaces, such as door panels and seats. This is to prevent a lot of wear and tear, making it look rather new even after being used for years. Even though it doesn't have the same sexy sound as Alcantara, this synthetic is the exact same product. The only difference is that it's been made at the original Japanese factory and not in Italy. However, one thing about this interior is that you will not find any real wood or metal here. This is because most of the finishes are recycled or sustainable plastics. There's a naked gray synthetic wood grain and brushed metal accents to dress up the interior, as well as extensive use of glass panels and screens. The AC knobs have a screen mounted inside a knob, which is mounted on another screen. This is quite a modification to add luxury to it. The EV platform promises a flat floor and a lot of potential interior space. And when it comes to the RZ450e, we can say that it delivers exactly this. There's a wide, flat rear floor and lots of legroom compared to crossover SUVs with the same footprint. Furthermore, much of the space between the front passengers has been taken up by a wide twin-tier console with a clever dual-hinged lid on the center box. However, the automaker has made sure that it doesn't intrude into your knee space, but there's more structure and less storage compared to more practical iterations of this design. When you move to the back, there are 522 liters of storage, which is in a deep and long cargo space. It is rather lower than usual, which has been made possible by the near horizontal hatch above it. However, there is the donut spare tire, which has been set on the trunk floor. The automaker could have done better to place it somewhere else, because when it sits on the trunk floor, it takes up quite a bit of space. There's also a lot of underfloor storage where you can store your chargers and tire inflation kits. However, they are not in the right shape for a spare tire, which is why it sits on the trunk floor. This is the one time you wish they could have added a tire inflation kit instead. Thankfully, the tire is covered with a cleverly hinged tonneau cover that keeps it out of the daylight. On the other hand, the entire cabin is perpetually bathed in light. all thanks to a gigantic electrochromic dual-panel sunroof. There's no physical sunshade here. The roof goes from frosted to clear at the push of a button. And even better, it doesn't need any sort of electricity to keep it in either state. That is truly next level. However, as much as this is amazing technology, it still lets in a bit of light and heat even when it's fully frosted. And as much as the AC easily beats the heat, it affects battery life. Just as the technology is amazing, the powertrain is also equally amazing. The 2024 Lexus RZ450e comes with a dual motor setup that is good enough to produce up to 309 horsepower. This is enough power to take it from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 5.4 seconds. This makes it 2 seconds faster than the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and more than 1.5 seconds faster than the Kia EV6. However, as we all know in the automotive world, anything faster means it costs a whole lot more. And for this one, not even the BMW iX3, which produces 280 horsepower, comes close to it. With that said, you don't get the same immediate kick as you would from other EVs. Lexus made sure to make the RZ act just as a gasoline-powered crossover. Even when you floor the pedal, there's a brief pause and ramp up before it delivers full power. It kind of feels like a big block engine or a turbocharger kicking in when you accelerate. As much as you can use the paddle shifters to stimulate different levels of engine braking, even the most aggressive of these fall short of one pedal mode action on other EVs. You can slow down relatively quickly to about 15 kph if you let off the accelerator at full regen braking. However, the car will just idle along without fully stopping. This isn't that convenient compared to other EVs, but it makes it feel a lot like a regular automatic transmission that way. It also means that drivers adapting to electric cars will have less relearning to do, making the jump from gasoline to electric much easier for them. When it comes to the rest of the driving experience, it is pretty familiar. The 2024 RZ450e drives just like a luxury sedan. As you drive along any road, the generous suspension stroke smooths the ride, making you feel like you're just floating. However, there is a bit of a thump when the large wheels and paper-thin tires go over bumps, but it's well smothered. It comes with Dunlop Sport Max 060 tires, which are staggered. There are 235/50 R20 tires in the front and 275/35 R20 tires in the rear. However, this is a bit odd given that only a third of the power goes to the rear axle. Nonetheless, the extra wide rears don't feel unnecessary, given that the RZ is dynamically unflappable. There are a lot of features to love about the 2024 Lexus RZ450e, such as keyless entry and odd push-button door handles, both inside and out. Nonetheless, you get a car that is very interesting and very economical, given that it is electric. And because it is from Lexus, you definitely know that luxury is at the top. So what do you think of the 2024 Lexus RZ450e? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, before you go, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates on your favorite cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.